Hey, well, good day, I guess, everybody. It's my name's Jared. I'm going to be doing our agent spotlight for the week. This week's agent spotlight is Jonas Myers. So, Jonas, hey, how's it going, man?
Doing A-okay, and yourself?
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you getting on here with us. Obviously, if you notice, Jonas is looks younger because he is. We Jonas is 18 years old, probably one of our youngest sales guys, and just brand new, really, to our business. And we're just going to chat back and forth for a couple minutes about Jonas. First of all, congratulations! I got to say this. I'm looking at numbers. You have done just right at $13,000 in the last 3 weeks. That's accurate, right?
I believe so.
And we were talking a little bit before this, and I was asking Jonas. I was like, "Yeah, how much money have you made from it?" And Jonas kind of laughed and shrugged and said, "I don't know," because he's new at this money thing, right?
Yeah. Boy, I can't wait till I have to start like filing for taxes and stuff like that. That's gonna be real fun.
Hey, it's a good problem when you make a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So very good problem. Well, hey, so before just really informal, I want to kind of talk a little bit about you for a couple minutes. First of all, you just recently turned 18, right?
I turned 18 in March.
March. So that means and I think I remember, that means you graduated high school during 2020 pandemic. Is that right?
I sure did, yeah.
How did that go? First of all, how was that high school experience of graduating during 2020?
So I think it was about a week after my birthday in mid-March when the lockdown started here in New Mexico, where I live, and all classes went to full online after that, and that was pretty nice. And all my AP exams went full online as well, which is it was really nice because we didn't have to work as hard. So that was a pretty good experience. But the weird thing was that our graduation ceremony was like a drive-through. Literally, we would drive through the parking lot of the school and just get outside, take a picture, hold the diploma and any other awards that we got, and then just get back to the car and get pushed away. That was our graduation ceremony. So
that's insane, man. That's crazy. So you drive through. So at least it will always be an experience for you.
It was certainly unique. So I can definitely tell people about how different my graduation was than everyone else's. So there's that.
Absolutely. Hey, so okay, so you graduated May drive through 2020. Yep. Congratulations. You go through the summer, college starts up. What's the gig? Because obviously you're with us doing the insurance gig now. What's the gig with college?
So what happened was I was going to get a degree in economics because I really like economics a lot, and I graduated high school with 42 college credits because of all the AP classes that I took. And then I took 9 credit hours over the summer. So then I ended up with 51 college credits as an incoming freshman for fall of 2020. Then I didn't really like the summer term that much, to be honest, but I said, hey, it's the summer term. Probably nobody likes summer term anyway. So I took a couple of weeks of my fall term, and I was already playing with the idea of not going to college because I just wasn't a huge fan of it. And my life dreams are not really college oriented, and a degree isn't required for my life dreams. So I was kind of thinking of dropping out, and I took like 3 weeks worth of college, and I said, I need to drop out. So I dropped out. And by the time I already dropped out, I had already gotten hired as an Equus agent. And I was just going to just do this just to make some like spending cash and stuff like that. So then I said, well, I'm already hired, so I'll just do this instead.
So you ran into Nicole. You responded to an ad that Nicole ran.
Yeah.
And what was it? What kind? Obviously, you came on board wanting to just make a couple bucks cash, like you said. It seems like it might be working out a little bit better than a couple bucks, just so you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what kind of made you look at it as when you talked to Nicole? What were some of the things that kind of caught your attention when she talked to you initially?
The first thing is I noticed that when she told me over email, she said, we'll have a phone interview. And I thought it was going to be like a normal job interview, like for any job that I applied for when I was in high school. It was not like that. It was almost like Nicole had pretty much decided before she had even hired me. She was like, yeah, I think we're going to hire this guy. That's what it seemed like to me. I think she was really impressed with my resume and stuff like that. So when I got into the phone interview, it wasn't your typical interview experience where she was like, oh, what's one thing, what's one skill that you have? What's a good interpersonal skill you have, blah, blah, blah. It was not like that at all. Her interview with me is like, okay, so here's how the lead system works. And when I was a new agent, just like you, I did this, that, and the other. Do you have any questions for me? And I was like, no, I think you explained everything. So yeah, it was pretty funny, but it was a good interview and it told me what I needed to know for the job.
That's crazy. So obviously you got up, you got running, got your license, started selling. What has been some of your experience, with obviously some of the agents? You're 18, by the way. So I gotta preference that you're 18 years old. And so I mean, your experience is very limited, right? So very limited.
0, yeah.
Yeah. So what has the experience been like dialing and booking appointments, running appointments? How's that experience been for you?
Well, I certainly wouldn't consider myself a prodigy. Definitely not in the first week. Like I remember on the Monday night call that I was on, the other agent that we were talking to, she made like 5,000 in her first week. That's incredible. I didn't do that. On my first day was like a Saturday. No, it was a Friday. My first day was a Friday when I was doing dials, and I just didn't do well. Simple as that, because I was completely new to this, and I didn't. Even though I had the lead system explained to me, there's a difference between having a surface level understanding of what leads are and then actually understanding what that really means for you to be calling a lead. And I didn't know that. I mean, how could I? So I was calling like all C leads and stuff like that, which are harder to set appointments with.
Sure.
So it was a pretty rough first day, and I was like, man, I really need to get I need to step up my game and get better at this. So my experience was a lot of failure in the first week, and I didn't succeed a lot in writing applications in my first week, but I just kept grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding until I finally got it. And then when I got it, that's when I have comfort when doing phone calls now, or when I go into a house. When I run appointments, instead of being worried about how much money I'm going to make, I just know whatever it happens, half of the houses I walk into, I'm walking out with an application written. Or when I get on the phone, I know, like, if I'm calling a bunch of B leads, if I call 10 B leads, if they all pick up, I'll probably set 5 to 7 appointments, somewhere around there. I just know that. So, and that wasn't the way it was before.
So it's been so you kind of got into a rhythm, and it's been going a lot better since then.
Yeah, I learned how to work with the system, because that's one thing I think about this job that a lot of new agents probably don't understand is don't try to get too creative with the system. It's a system. So because it's a system, there's a right and wrong way to do things. And if you don't do it the right way, you're not going to get the results that you would want to get. So once I figured out the right way to do it, then it was easy. And anyone can do the right way to do it. It's really not that hard. It's the hard part is just realizing that that's what you need to do.
Yeah. So last thing I'm gonna ask you about. So you actually were talking about a sale that you had today. You sold a policy today. How much was the policy?
I think the monthly premium was $88.
Which is exactly our average, right? So nothing crazy, just a normal policy. Yep. So I mean, not a bad gig. So you were telling me about it. So give us a quick rundown of what happened prior to writing the policy.
So it was an A lead. They've got a lot of new A leads coming in before and after Thanksgiving, and this guy, it was a IVR, interactive phone voice response. And he tried calling me about 30 minutes before the appointment was set. He tried to give me a call. And, whenever a client's going to call you back before an appointment, like 9 times out of 10, they're trying to cancel. And I remember I heard Rob Jones talking on one of his podcasts. He says, I don't do reschedules. I don't do anything like that. Once I set an appointment, I'm going. So that's the way I do it. So I saw he was calling me on my phone. I said, okay. And I set the phone down. Didn't pick up. I didn't need to. Left me a voicemail. Didn't even bother. I didn't need to. I went to the appointment. I said, hey, I'm here. And he let me in, and we talked about it. He explained that he was trying to cancel just because he was having a busy day. And then also that if he were to talk to me about this, that he would rather do it over the phone. And I told him, well, that wouldn't have been an option anyway. I am required to go to your house. So, good thing I came here. And yeah, it took a little bit of convincing and some logic and stuff like that, but I did convince him to go through with writing an application, because he was he wanted to try something out with USAA or something, but they were going to take a while to give him an answer as to what he could get anyway. So I said, let's just write an application, just see what happens here, because I can tell if you're approved right now. So,
I love it, dude. I love it. Jonas, last thing. So brand new agent, just like you, whether they're 50 or they're 18 years old, what would be probably the biggest tip for them to get from you out of how to understand this business a little bit easier and simpler right at the from the get go, especially since you have some, experience being so young into the business?
if I had to say one thing only, listen to other people in the business. Really, I mean, like when I would go around running appointments, usually when I drive in my car, I'm like blasting rock and roll or metal or something like that. But on the job, I'm usually blasting, a webinar like Bill Martin's or something like that, because they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. These people that make videos for us new agents, they've been exactly in the positions that we have. Each agent's experience isn't really incredibly new, minus a few exceptions probably. So basically everything you're going through, I'm sure someone else has gone through it before. They already have a video about it or a podcast about it to walk you through it and help you. So that's probably the biggest advice, is just listen to people like Bill Martin, Rob Jones, you, or the manager that hired you, whoever. Just listen to what they're saying, implement what they're saying, and see what happens. And I guarantee you that your performance is going to increase, and you're going to start getting the results that you wanted.
Jonas Myers, our agent spotlight for the week. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to it. $13,000 in your first couple weeks with us selling. I got a feeling there's a lot more coming, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.